Hey there folks, welcome back to Stone Valley here on Farming Simulator 22. We're in September, and well, we're going to try something out a little bit different. I'd mentioned before about trying to do a little bit of silage with corn. So that's what we're going to try today. See here we have a New Holland. Old forage harvester here. This farmer was selling it, so we come down, checked it out, brought Tiny down here, and he went over it. Everything seems to be mechanically sound, so we went ahead and purchased it, and just bringing the truck down here, got the trailer hooked up. So let's go ahead and hop in here and get it loaded up. I've already got the keys from the previous owner. Like I said, we've already paid for it, so we're just here to pick it up today. And we're going to get down to the farm and try to get a little bit of silage made from the corn. Hope this thing fits on the trailer. It may not. Oh boy, it is not going to fit. I've got to get a bigger trailer. Let's see if we can get it on there. It might fit. It is not going to fit. It is too wide. Well, doesn't that just figure? Oh, well, maybe. No, oh boy, I'm tearing that trailer up. Okay. Well, shoot. I think what I'm going to do is we're going to leave the truck here. And pull it around over here out of the way. And we'll send Tiny and Randy down to pick that up. Matter of fact, I'll just go ahead and give them a call and have them come down and pick that up. And I will head back to the farm here in the harvester and let one of them run down here, let them run down here and grab the truck. And then we'll see you back at the farm. Alright, we have made it back down here to the farm. Already got the trailer and the tractor down by the corn patch. The boys got the truck and trailer retrieved from the farm. So we're back here. Now, one thing I did want to mention, you may notice that this field has been reseeded. The alfalfa has been tilled in, and I planted some grass. I just was not impressed with the yield I got off of the alfalfa, and so I'm just going to go back with grass for now. I'm hoping to get another cutting in before the end of this year. It just didn't seem to pay off with the alfalfa. I feel like we can just get more yield off the grass, so we've went back with grass. So let me go ahead and get this machine turned on. Let's just turn it on and see how it cuts. Alright, so we are getting some corn shaft coming out there. So that looks pretty good. I think that's going to work out real well. Just cutting it off clean. Very good. So what I'm going to do is one of the guys, I think Tiny's going to come down here, and he's going to run the harvester, and I'm going to run the trailer here. They didn't feel comfortable dumping into the silo, trying to get it packed in there, so he's going to run the cutter here, and I'll run the trailer. So, well, as soon as he gets down here, I guess we'll get going on it. Well, things don't always go as planned. Had some cows get out. I had the fence break down, and had several cows get out. And so Tiny and Randy are up there trying to get those back in the pen and to get the fence mended. So Well, what I ended up doing is just hooking the trailer up to the harvester here. And as you can tell, we're full. We have done actually just about a full, well, we've done a full lap around the big field over here. And we've got a lot of this field over here done. I was able to go around it and get a little border cut out. And we still have all of that in the middle, minus a little bit down on this far side. So still have quite a bit to go, and this trailer is full. So that is really good. We're making progress, even though I'm having to do it solo. I'm actually really surprised at this forage harvester. It has enough power to pull this wagon, and so that is working out really well. Being able to do this by myself, so that's working out, and we're getting it done. So we're going to run down here to the bunker silo. We'll go ahead and dump this in. This is the first load we have. And we're going to put it in this far bunker over here. Let's see if we can get a nice pile spread out here. Wow, this thing dumps out really fast. Alright, we're just going to use this trailer here to back over it a bit. Now there's not much weight in the trailer, so it's not going to do a whole lot. What we'll do is when we bring the next trailer in, I will use it to help level a bit, because if you don't go as you dump here, then it gets out of hand. It takes a long time to get it packed down. That silo over there with all that we put in it last time, I actually did not do it as, or didn't compact it as we went. So it took me forever to finally get that thing compacted enough that I was able to blanket it. So yeah, we're gonna have to pay attention to it this time and try and use the weight of the trailer. Now the only thing I'm concerned about is this harvester. I'm not sure if it'll have enough power or ground clearance to get up in that bunker silo once we start getting some accumulation of materials in there. So we may have to, at that point, hopefully if the fellows are done, we can swap over to the Magnum here. I think it'll have enough power to get this wagon up into the silo, up on top of the mound, and get it packed down. Alright, so we are back over here in the field. Hopefully they get those cows handled here shortly and can join me over here. But this is working out okay. At least we're making progress and getting some work accomplished today, so that is really good. Actually just going to cut into this side over here as I make my turn. Give me a little bit more room to maneuver. It's a little bit tight there between the two fields. Now we do have the other field over by the house that we do have planted with corn, but we're not going to cut that for silage. We're going to actually use the combine, let it go ahead and mature and dry up. We'll get it harvested with the combine. But these fields over here, at least this field, and then part of that one over there. We'll see how much we end up with. We may let some of it mature. Not real sure. We'll see how much we get into the silo. Let's see, we're just going to go ahead and cut through the middle here. We'll start making our passes back and forth along this direction. The wagon, it doesn't turn since this is a rear steer machine. It doesn't turn very well, so I have to swing wide on my turns. Yeah, I'm really hoping that I get another cutting or a cutting of grass before the season ends. I'm not sure that I will. It may be a partial cutting if the grass grows up high enough that we can cut at least a little bit off of it. Maybe we can get that. I'm just a little bit worried that we're not going to have enough hay this next year. Or if we, well, we wouldn't have it if we were waiting on the alfalfa to mature and get ready. But since we have the grass now, that shouldn't be an issue. Hopefully, it won't be an issue. Now, after buying this harvester here, that did take most of our money. We are back down to being fairly poor. We got to try to find something we can maybe sell here soon. We are down to about $8,000. But we had to have the harvester or the silage cutter, forage harvester, in order to get this corn chopped up. So we needed to spend it, and it was a good deal. I did talk to Randy about possibly paying rent. I know he doesn't really have anywhere to go, and he wanted to stay in that little house there for a while and work on the farm. So we had agreed to a reduced rate since he was living in it. I didn't know if he would rather have more income or continue to not pay rent and work at a reduced rate, and he decided to just continue working at the reduced rate. So we're still using him here on the farm. Tiny is actually been spending a lot of time with him, getting him up to speed and helping him to know what to do and try and show a little bit of initiative, not have to ask every time he completes a task what he needs to go and do. So it's actually working out really well. Tiny's been a big help with that. So Randy is actually developing pretty well. Although it appears that both of them need to speed up a bit whenever they're getting those cows back in the pen and mending fences, because we've been out here a little while now and they are still MIA. Local high school team here actually had a ball game last night, a football game. So we went and watched that. It was a good game. They won. believe it was 48-7, so it wasn't really much of a contest. Boys played hard. Always fun to go watch a football game on Friday night. But we're back here in the field. Work never ends. It looks like we're going to be able to get the rest of this field here in this wagon. It's maybe half full, so that is really good. We're able to put quite a bit. This wagon holds more than it looks, so that helps out a lot. We won't have to make as many trips over to the bunker silo, so steady at it is the best way. Don't have to stop and empty out so often. Looks like we have 2, maybe 3 more passes here in this field. And we'll have this side done, and then we can move over into the larger field. It won't be nearly as much turning around over in that field. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be 3 more passes. We'll make this one and then 2 more. The header here on this thing is not very big. Of course, this machine is not very big, so it does what we need, but it doesn't take very much per pass, so it does take quite a bit of time, quite a few passes. And actually got most of that row on that last pass there, so I have just a few little remnants here. Grab this real quick. Head over to the other field, which is right there. Alright, so now we can make some longer rows here. Should be able to fill up a little quicker. We're not spending as much time turning. Nice steady flow of shaft coming out of the harvester there, so that is working really well. I tell you, the neighbor planted this entire field of sugar beets. They were crazy. Oh boy, I don't know who they're going to get to harvest that, but wow, that is going to be a lot of sugar beets. I'm going to go ahead and make another row around the outside here, just to open it up a bit here around the neighbor's field. That way we don't get into it and damage their crops. Well, the lights work on this machine, that's good. I don't think I'll need them on this harvest here. We'll hopefully get done well before dark. Well, I guess we're full. One little bite there. Alright, so let me raise up this trailer here. And we will head on over to the silo. I don't want to cut across the field there. I think the weight of this trailer may leave a few ruts, so we'll run around the outside here. And this will be the first real test of this machine here to see if it can get this trailer up there into that bunker with some shaft already on the ground and the trailer loaded. I did not plant these other two small fields over here. I probably should have went ahead and planted those with grass, but I did not. We just went with the main big field. So we'll probably put something in them at some point in the future, but we just hadn't done it yet. Looks like the cows are running to go take a bite out of the trough in the shed there. Alright, let's go ahead and get this turned around. Like I said before, we'll use the weight of this trailer to go ahead and smash down some of this shaft. Try to start the compaction process. Make a couple passes back and forth. It's actually doing just fine, this harvester. As we get a much larger hill, it may struggle a bit with it. Alright, that should be pretty good. Really wanted to knock down that ridge there. Let's make one more pass back. And just keep those trailer tires right on that ridge. Help squish it down a bit. Alright. I think that is going to be about as good as we can get. So what we're going to do, we'll back up beside this first row here, and then we'll just make another pass. Oh boy. I did not stop it in time. There at the front, got a nice little mound made up here. I think we have just a little bit more in the trailer. I think that is all. Alright, we'll head on back out to the field and continue this. Well, we did it. We got the field harvested. All the corn has been collected up and put here into the bunker silo. We used a telehandler here to do a little bit of packing, and smoothing here, and then we also had to collect up some of the overflow out of the front here. But we've got everything in. It is fully compacted, so we're gonna go ahead, throw the blanket on it, so we have our silo covered. I ended up with about 360,000 liters of silage based on how many loads we brought over. So yeah, we did pretty good. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to click the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you hadn't done so already. As always, thank you so much, and I hope each of you have a blessed day.